Okay, my jazzy people, thank you and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am teaching my daughter how to make cookies. Okay, so we are making one spectacular cookie dough and using it to make just different types of cookies. Okay, so we started off with some sugar and then we added in 2 eggs. We have both white and brown sugar. Sorry, but the full list of ingredients will be in the description. And I forgot to teach her the overage method where you pour too much flavoring, okay? She just added some cookie nip, but 1 tablespoon. Next time she'll do too much because I like to pour too much.
This is peanut butter? The cookie dough?
That's how I make it dough. Okay, so using a whisk to just mix everything together until it's well incorporated. Then you're going to move it to the side. And now we're going to work on the dry mixture, which is flour, salt, and baking powder. Now you can use baking soda. The baking soda, not the fridge baking soda. Y'all, don't go and get that stuff for the refrigerator. Get the baking soda. But anyway, so adding in the baking powder to the flour and then also adding in the salt that she already added. You are going to use a whisk or a spatula. Just go ahead and mix it up just to make sure that it mixes all together. And then you're going to go ahead and add it to the wet mixture. Okay, all of it. So we're not going to use the whisk for this, but you're going to add all of the flour, salt, and baking powder. I play too much saying all of it that way, right? So adding it in, you're just going to go ahead and mix it up nice and slow, not too fast. It's okay to take your time, but my daughter was in a rush. This is her first time making cookies from scratch, which is okay. But now she knows how to make them, so mama can send her to the kitchen like, hey, can you go and make us a cookie dough? And I want these type of cookies. And she's going to know how to do it. And guess what? If she forgets, I got it written down. But she can also revert back to this video when I showed her how to make them. Alright, so getting it all mixed up, as you can see, it's already forming a cookie dough, right? We are going to set this in the fridge to let it cool. You absolutely do not have to. This dough, you don't have to cool that much, but we set it in the fridge for about 20 minutes because I was working. Alright, so now she's going to separate this dough because this dough is going to make multiple cookies, whatever cookie you can think of. So we're just going to do 4 different kinds today, or in this video. So she's going to separate the dough or spread the dough out. And we actually didn't even use all the dough. We were able to make, I think we made 24 cookies. And then we just put the rest in the fridge and made some more cookies a few days later. So she's putting it in 4 different bowls. And then we're going to create 4 different toppings. Not 4 different toppings, 4 different cookie doughs. What am I talking about toppings? We are going to make 4 different types of cookie doughs. These cookie doughs you can freeze, you can refrigerate for up to a week, but then you can freeze them for 3 weeks to a month. Okay, so starting off, we are doing confetti cake. Okay, so we're going to use some sprinkles, and we have these chocolate morsels. They are pastel, but they're like white chocolate morsels. In other words, they are just different colors. So here you see me showing her to like create a little dome in the middle to put everything in, and then you can fold it over until everything is or until the dough has all the toppings that you want. I have a complete loss of memory today, but we gonna get through this video, okay? And y'all gonna know how to make these cookies from scratch and being able to have multiple different kinds with just one dough instead of being in the kitchen forever. This definitely shortens the time. So folding over until like sprinkles are touching everything and there's chocolate everywhere to make the cookies so much good. Then we're going to move that over, and now we're just going to make some basic chocolate chip ones. And again, you're going to smush it down to form like a little dome in the middle. I was helping her here. And then you're just going to load it with chocolate chips. We use some Hershey's dark chocolate, which is so good. Of course, chocolate chip is like a favorite cookie, but we should have added white chocolate to this too. And just made it like a double up. Or, yeah, a double up. But anyway, so going ahead and folding that over, just like we did the other one, to form this cookie dough, the chocolate chip cookie dough. So now we have the confetti cake, and then we have the chocolate chip, and now we're going to make peanut butter. And I don't know if you heard my daughter earlier when we was making the wet mixture with the sugar and the butter, and so she was like, "Is this peanut butter cookies?" Like, no, that was just the mixture, you know, to form the dough. But now we're just gonna add a scoop of peanut butter. We just added a large scoop, just glopped it in there. You can add more peanut butter if you want to, or some peanut butter chips, because they do have like the peanut butter chips, like the chocolate chip form. And so the same thing, we're just gonna go ahead and fold that over. So she's folding that over to mix that peanut butter into all of the dough. And then now we're gonna move on, and we are going to make s'mores cookies. So we're able to use this Hershey's dark chocolate. It may have been semi-dark chocolate, and some graham crackers and some marshmallows. So forming the dome in the middle, I had to help her a little bit because with the dough sitting in the refrigerator, it is a little, I guess, hard to work with. And so adding in some dark chocolate chips, and then you're just gonna either crunch up or break pieces. Don't crunch it up. I'm lying. Do not crunch it up. Break pieces of graham crackers, and then add as many marshmallows as you want, and fold it over to form the dough. Okay, some And I must say, like, out of all the cookies, I don't know. I was going to say the peanut butter was my fave because I absolutely love peanut butter cookies. But these s'mores cookies was popping, okay? They was off the chain. They were good. You can even add some cocoa powder to them and just make them extra chocolatey. But we chose to just leave the single dough and just add toppings to it. So we have a cooking sheet here, and she is using a cookie scoop, which you're going to see later became a little difficult for her. So then we just grabbed a tablespoon and did 2 drops and combined them together. So using a cookie scoop, she is just going to put some cookies on there, and now I'm just showing her how to just press it down in the middle, or you can absolutely use a fork to, create the little fork crease of the lines in the cookies. But we are in the process of packing, and a lot of stuff is already put away. We only had plastics and did not want to play around with a plastic fork on these cookies. And somebody ended up eating some plastic, so we just decided to use the back of this tablespoon and just, push it down. So on this cookie sheet, we are doing peanut butter and chocolate chip burrs because I only left one cookie sheet out. And my sister was here from out of town, from miles away, and she wanted peanut butter and chocolate chip cookies. And my daughter made them for her, so we made those first because she'll be leaving soon and just making sure she gets them. And then after these are done, we are going to do the confetti cake and the s'mores together. Okay, so I was in the back room when she was finishing up. So in the future, she knows that she does not have to press down on the chocolate chip cookies. She can leave those in a ball, and they were cooked just fine. But they still came out absolutely beautiful and delicious. She was able to get them out of the oven herself. I let her know, like, hey, when you see just a little bit of brown around the edges, they are done, okay? But they did only cook for 12 minutes. She had a timer as well on the stove. So now we're going to put them on a cookie rack. She's putting them on a cookie rack so that they can cool before we package them up. And we are definitely giving credit for this class, okay? She is homeschooled, so this is going to be her homemade, or we're going to call it a culinary class or baking class or chef class or whatever. But this is a class. This is going to be part of her homeschooling, learning to cook, although we have been learning to cook for years together. But it's just going to be a part of her homeschooling. Because when I was in middle school, we had like shop class and we had the cooking class. They don't have that here where we live at in middle school. And I'm like, they are just completely mixing out. But they do have it like once they get to high school, they have that different stuff. But no, they need to learn this stuff at younger ages too. And so that's what we're doing. But homeschooling is new for us. I'm going to be talking more about it and how it's going as time go on. And yeah, she is doing so well with these cookies. Like, make sure you leave a comment below and let her know how well she did. And if you guys make these cookies, tag us. Let us know, what toppings you decided to use. Because you can just go all out, when it comes to the toppings. So as you can see, these are done. These did cook for a little bit over 12 minutes. They cooked for about 13.5 or 13.25. But they look so good, and I could absolutely say I was able to walk off and go back to work and come back, and she did her thing. You guys, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. See ya.